Right, so in this video, I'm going to talk to you about a little practice routine that is going to open your eyes to much better ball striking. And the reason why is because similar to the video that is coming onto the screen now, this is somebody who obviously came for a lesson, and anybody who comes for a lesson, I will always blur out the face for sort of confidentiality. I want you to come in confidence that you don't get used on social media. But what we can see is this is very kind of commonplace of a lot of golfers that I meet, and they don't understand backswing sequence. The golfer doesn't tend to understand the importance of width, and they struggle, right? Because then they end up flipping and scooping. So I end up spending time, whether it's online or face to face, and we'll end up spending time, you know, talking about width and getting the arms further away. And then lo and behold, you offer people new experiences, and general feedback is very good. So, and I want to share this with you. So we're going to do like 3 things really simple today to help you understand how to become better at ball striking. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to eliminate all wrist cock. Okay, so, and the way we're going to do that is we're going to hold the club more vertically. So the first thing you're going to do is hold the club more in the palm, okay, and then equally you're going to hold the club like a putter, okay, but that depends how you hold a putter, I suppose, but that's how I would hold a putter, something like so, right? And then that means, because obviously when I'm putting, I don't try and cock my wrists up. So that's the first thing, and I'm just going to hit some shots. You're going to go very wide in the stance because I don't want any unnecessary movement. The amount of people I meet that I'll kind of ask them to do a half shot, and they do this, like, because they think they're supposed to turn and you're just doing it for the sake of it. And we don't want that, right? And this video is going to explain why. So we're going to go wider in the feet. And then all you're going to do is you're going to grip the club as, like I said, like a putter. And you're basically just going to get that club wide. See the way I'm just taking it wide. So I'm getting that club as far away from me. I'm keeping my head still. Far away from me. Far away from me. Okay, like so. Okay, no more than that. Halfway. So hip high to hip high. Like that. Hip high. Hip high, and the feeling will be that your arms are going to stay pretty straight, right? Now, so that's the first thing, and you should hopefully hear cleanish, sort of nice contacts, right? So like that. That wasn't my best one ever, but let's do one more. Let's see if I can do better. Oh no, so cleanish but straight, and the results are going kind of 60 yards, right? And they're absolutely fine. Now, what you then need to do is, if you do notice you do that and your contacts are a little bit clean, what we need to do is we need to now shift a bit more weight left. Okay, so because this is just a drill, okay, you can now start with a bit more weight on the left. Okay, so I start with a bit more weight on my left, like so. Okay, so I squash that left leg down, and then I'm going to do the same thing, look, now. Okay, and what we should notice is, hopefully you can hear on those, the contact just improves a little bit. Okay, like those, right? And that's all I want you to do. And you'll do that half a shot to half a shot, and I'm using a 7-iron, the ball's going 60, 70 yards, so it's not going amazing distances, but what it should do is it should give you consistency in contacts. We're getting that club as low to the ground as possible, which means that you're going to have much more chance of better consistency in terms of contact. Now, what we can then do is we're going to advance that, so we're going to hit it a little bit further. So the next stage is you're going to go back to this position, but then you're obviously just going to lift your arms up a little bit more. So you can still keep, at this stage, you can still feel like your weight stays on the left if you like so. That's absolutely fine. I'm still getting nice width, as I'm very much demonstrating here, okay? But the thing is, you see, is if I just go back to this through swing, okay, here. Now, you see, a lot of golfers don't understand that my arms are done now. I'm just going to turn. See the way I just turn my belt buckle and my chest towards the target? Okay, like so, and can you see the way that brings my arms up? Because if I turn towards you guys, you see, right, and I've continued, my shoulders move, and then my arms move as a byproduct of my shoulders moving, not this. And that's the big one. That's the big thing that you've got to stop doing. The amount of golfers that I meet do like this sort of thing, see what I mean? Because you sort of think you have to. There's no point. Get those arms straight, like so, and then as you continue to turn, you see, that's how your arms advance up. And that's the best way to sort of work on it. So if I kind of hit a couple of shots now, just talking about that next advanced stage, so you can, like I say, you can still keep the weight on the left, that's absolutely fine. And then you stretch that club back, and then see where I am now. Okay? Now, eventually, if you are, and I always talk about this with my students, there's 4 things you need to do in golf. Good contact, really good contact, control your starting direction, control your curvature, and then distance. And if eventually you can get good contact, good starting direction, good control of curvature, the last one's distance, eventually that's when then it's acceptable to start to in that first move, instead of have the weight on the left and take it back, you can now just get the feeling of shifting the weight. See the way now I'm keeping my head still. See the way now I'm letting my weight go on the outside part of my right foot. So that gives me more width, and then I can load up onto that right leg, and then I can load down and left, and that gives you more speed. But to be honest with you, most golfers I meet just need to learn the basics first before advancing into a full swing and looking for more distance. So hopefully you can play around with this video, because this is what I generally do with teaching students. It's very sort of different, I understand that in terms of its approach, but have a go and you'll be surprised by the results. I'll see you soon.